we have a storm, and I'm going to show you what you need to do in rain driving here. This is a serious storm we've had, basically a lot of floods, and I'm a certified professional, so I'm going to do some driving and keep it safe and sound, but give you some real tips if you're ever in this. So I got my seatbelt on. This is a front view today, so I'm telling you what is really like. So let's go ahead and get out here and drive. So I'm at a half a tank now, and there's thunder and lightning. And in this type of weather, you only should be out when you really have to. So I'm going to go ahead and narrate and show you guys some of this stuff and try to be as safe as possible, right? I'm here for you. I'm trying to show you what you need to do and how you need to be safe. So I'm just taking my time going through the parking lot. You really can't see pavement markers or anything of that nature, so you got to really be careful, and you got to have good headlights. So I'm going to be taking it through the area, and then I will get on the expressway for you if possible and just take my time. So you really have to kind of look where you're going and be safe out here. So it's about 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it's some serious rain out here. And I'm just going to take my time, going nice and slow. A lot of people have had their basements flooded. We've been lucky so far, and we haven't lost power. So you should only go out when you have to go out. And sometimes you do have to go out in weather like this. So I'm going to give you some real tips on what you need to do. So we're coming up, and you still have to obey all the signs. You can't just say, hey, you know, I'm just going to drive the way I want and run lights and everything. You can't do that. So I'm coming up, got my left turn signal on, I'm looking, checking, and there is thunder. So if it gets too bad, I'm definitely going to have to pull over. I am not a storm chaser. I'm a driver's ed instructor. So you can barely see the lines, and your view is the same view I have. So I'm just going to take my time. I'm at about 20, 25 miles an hour. On this road, it is 45, but it's not advisable to go this way. Have I seen worse storms than this? Yes. But we've had back-to-back raining and thunder. And then when we need water, we get a lot. Yeah, thank you. I am going to be careful. I'm not going to be foolish. I just dropped off a client. So I'm slowly making the way back to the office. So, and sometimes you might see this red light as a four-way flasher. So I'm coming up, I look, and then I'm going to turn right into the first lane. And trust me, I just didn't come out to make this. I'm slowly making the way back to the office. So if I was on the expressway, I'd probably be driving about 45 miles an hour, even though the speed limit is 50. And it's mad raining here, and you see that, okay? We're going to have some flooding, and you know, you want to just be patient and take your time. And I'm at about 25 miles an hour, and this road is 50. I'm sorry if I'm yelling. I'm just trying to talk a little bit over the rain. So I'm just taking my time. And if you have less than 10 years experience, I don't know if you should be out in this, but eventually you need to know how to drive in this. So this is one of these teachable moments of where you need to learn how to drive. I'm at 25 miles an hour, and I'm not going to drive any faster because I'll just spin out of control, so it's not worth it. So I'm just scanning the intersection, looking left and right, and I'm looking. This reminds me of Noah's Ark, bro, for real. But if the weather's too bad, this is when you need to pull over. But I'm showing you what you should do. How am I staying straight in the lane? I'm using the white line to the right, the edge line, or fog line. Keep me going. I'm still at about 25 miles an hour. And other drivers are going slower too. So if this is bringing you value right now, give it a thumbs up. I'm out here in the weather for you. And if you're an older person, Noah's Ark, yeah, it is Noah's Ark. That's for real. So I see a car with the four ways on. I'm gonna kind of go slow. And if the weather's bad, you should pull over. So I'm being sensible. And what I'm gonna do, just for general purposes, if you guys were driving with me, I would go into the gas station for a moment. So we're gonna roll in there for a moment and kind of have our plan, have our strategy. And you can take a look at this. You see this water coming down here? I'm gonna turn off my wipers. Look, like I'm in Noah's Ark. Right? You see all this? I need this helping me. Yes, yes, Jackson. This is real life right here. Look at this. Okay, I'm not making this up. This is a downpour, right? I'm just right by the gas station awning, and the water's coming down like crazy. So this is a freaking car wash. All right, let me get my composure a second. So it's some serious rain, and if you're seriously nervous and you don't have experience, you really shouldn't be out here. I'm pulling from my experience. So what I'm gonna do is try to stay in the right lane or stay in the middle lane. If the expressway is really bad, I'm only going down a couple miles. If you go over 35 or 40, you're going to spin out. I don't care if you got new tires, you got a big truck, you will crash because there's more water than the roadway can handle. Look, you see this person over here. So if you're, and this does give you anxiety, this does and can lead to you crashing, right? But we're kind of getting our plan. You know, what should I do? Where should I go? Let's pretend I have to drive 5 hours. Well, obviously, I might have to wait till this blows over. You know, I'm gonna go ahead and flip the screen around so you can see me. I'm right here. So I would wait until it blows over, right? It might be half an hour. It might be 35 minutes. This will add to your travel time because you can't drive at 55 or 60 or 70. You will crash. You can't do it, right? So you just, this car is honking at me. So I'm gonna go ahead and get over a little bit more to the right. And that's all I'm gonna do. And I'm gonna go back. So I'm just being courteous. And you see me backing up, right? And this is real life. So I'm laughing because they're honking, but this type of weather will expose all people. And, you know, my man trying to look at me crazy, so I'm gonna show you this person out here. You have to be sensible. You can't just go out and drive and think, oh, I'm gonna do what I want, because you're gonna crash and kill yourself. So if you have to be out, you drive slower, you don't wanna lose control of your vehicle. And I'm giving you real life out here. I'm telling you the truth on what you need to do. So I'm gonna get on the ramp. I'm gonna see how it is. I might go down a couple miles, get off, make some turns, and just show you guys these crazy conditions. You can see out the back of the car, it's pouring. So I'm not making this up, but I'm already here. I didn't leave the office just to say, hey, I'm gonna go on. But okay, I'm gonna go ahead and switch your screen back. And I want you to see, there it is. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get going now. And okay, see? So I'm gonna go ahead and turn on my wipers, and I'm just gonna take my time. And we're going to see how many people are on the freeway besides us. So I'm in Noah's Ark again, and Thunder. So this is really adverse weather conditions here. And there are cars coming left and right. So when I turn, you'll see. And the people who are not experienced, they're going to end up, not making good maneuvers. So I'm going to go ahead and make my left. We got a front view. And I'm going to get in the middle turn lane. I'm going to turn on my left. And you got to be really careful. You do not want to go on the wrong ramp. So I'm going up. And this is a protected left turn. Okay, you'll see a turning arrow in a moment. Out there, the police. And if it's real bad, the police will shut down roads. But there was heavy flooding about 2 or 3 miles from the office. So I'm coming up, and I'm going to go on the ramp, because sometimes you do have to drive in this. And I'm just taking my time. And you see this thunder and lightning. So I'm going to go down real slow and easy. And this is the speed, so I'm at 20 miles an hour. Normally about 40. This is a cloverleaf. So I'm looking around the curve, taking my time. The things I do for you guys. I'm in Noah's Ark. So there's a semi truck, and you talk about spray, talk about water. It's ridiculous out here. If this is bringing you value, give it a thumbs up. So I'm in the first lane, and I'm going to stay in that first lane. I'm probably going to go down a couple miles an hour and just kind of narrate what's going on. So if we were in this rain, I was saying we're going to be in the first lane. We're going to turn on our 4-way hazards. So I'm going to go ahead and turn those on. And you can see them flashing. And I'm at about 50 miles an hour. The speed limit 70. A lot of areas have, you must drive at a speed that is safe and reasonable for the conditions on the road. So I'm just going to take my time and be really patient. And it's a good thing I got gasoline before I got petrol. So I'm at 45 miles an hour. The speed limit here is 70. And I can feel the car sliding a little bit, so I'm just going to stay about 45. You're going to see the semi truck. They got their 4 ways on too. And you hear all that spray, all this water. I swear I'm Noah. I'm in Noah's Ark, baby. So I'm just going to take my time. And if we really had to drive, I would be out with you. But if you were my student, I would say, listen, we need to cancel the drive because it's really bad out here. But sometimes you do have to drive in these conditions. So I'm at about 50, speed limit 70. I'm taking my time. You see cars going out real easy. And I'm going out real easy. My windshield wipers are at a comfortable speed because I'm not going super fast. And the tires are doing a pretty good job of pushing the water. I'll see this car is going really slow. So I got to slow down. And you have to make a choice. Do you stay behind this car? Do you change lanes? I'm going to go down another mile. So I have my 4 ways on. A lot of cars around me do also too. So this is just the summer. We had 101, 102, and now all this rain. And trust me, a lot of people, their cars are flooded. There's a big truck going fast, doing stupid stuff. So I'm just taking my time. And you need this type of driving experience to help make you more balanced. And I'm not stupid. If it was really bad, I wouldn't be out here. But I would say this being bad is probably an 8.5 or 9 out of 10. So I'm still at 40, the speed limit 70. I'm not going to go any faster. Just taking my time. Yeah. when I was a teen, I would drive a little bit fast, right? All teens do. But once you get 19, 20, 21, you're not trying to drive fast. You're trying to have a good driving record, get a good job. Now that I'm an adult and I'm teaching driver's ed, I'm not doing anything foolish. I have to have a good driving record in order to teach. And I think by me showing you real life out here, you're going to be like, wow, this guy's out here for me, showing me how to handle. So I'm in the right lane. I feel okay with this. And I'm between 45 and 50. I'm not going to go any faster because the car will just hydroplane and go into the ditch. And there's thunder out here. So you're getting everything. This is how Noah felt on Noah's Ark. So I feel pretty good about the speed. The car is handling pretty good. I feel like I have good traction. So I'm not going to go any faster than this. Because if you go faster, the tires will not be able to channel the water out. And then if you can't channel the water out, you're going to end up just sliding. So, and I'm at about 35 now. So you probably say, what are you doing on the freaking highway, the expressway? Well, this is the most direct route to get you where you need to go. And I'm going to get off of this exit and I'm going to get back on. I'd rather stay on this road, the expressway, than go on the main street because the lights could be off. But I'm going slow. I'm at 30. And the ramp speed is 40. So I'm going down real easy. And this is what a student driver would do, but also a smart driver. I'm not trying to put the car in the ditch or have a serious accident. But if you're a beginner, you're going to drive too fast, you're going to jerk the wheel, and then you're going to lose control. So I'm going to get off, and I'm going to get right back on and head back the other way. This is why you want to get your gas early. We'll be all set. Like I said, if this is bringing you value, go ahead, give it a thumbs up. And it's really coming out hard. I want you to listen. This is some serious rain, and we're going to get a lot of rain in a matter of a few minutes, and that's when floods happen, people's homes. So I'm more concerned with you guys. So I got a green. I'm looking left and right. I'm going slow. Taking my time. This is a curve. It looks straight, but this is a curve. If I turn on my brights, I could see more, but I'm going to go slow around the curve. I'm using the white line, the anchor line to guide me. My four ways is still on. And then I feel, sorry for the vulnerable road users, young drivers, and elderly drivers. So I'm under a bridge right now, so I caught a moment of silence. Thank you for the thumbs up. And then I'm going to get back on the expressway. And you can't see where you're going. So you're trying to use these lines as reference points. So you see me, I'm going to get in now. And I'm going to yield for this traffic. I'm going to wait for this car. And my four ways is still on. And it's okay to be slow and deliberate. Don't let anyone make you feel some type of way. And if you go too fast up here and you roll your car, that's your fault. And you can get a ticket. So I'm going up a ramp. Have I had students out in this type of weather? Yes, I have. But going back, there's a lot of traffic coming. So I'm going to have to pick up some speed. And I'm just going to take my time. I merged out to the first lane. And I'm just taking my time. I want you to think of me like your uncle. I'm taking you out. We'll drive in this. We'll talk about it. So I'm at about 45. The rain is definitely coming out a lot harder. I feel like a storm chaser, but I'm a driver's ed instructor talking about this. So I'm at 40. I feel safe. My mirrors are good. And I'm just going along nicely. I'm trying to connect with the tires on the road, because if I go too fast, the tires will start floating, and that means we're hydroplaning. So I think 40 is a good speed. But although I can see a lot of standing water, that's going to cause us to spin out. Our tires are about 85%. They're not 100. They were purchased earlier this year. And you'll see these trucks going faster than other people. I'm not doing that. Slow moving traffic stays to the right. And I wonder, what you guys would do. Would you guys driving this? Would you not driving this? Type it in for me. I'm using this as a teachable moment, so you know what to do. Whoa, and you saw me kind of drift a little bit because it's getting worse. But I'm holding the wheel straight. I'm trying not to squeeze it. I'm just trying to take my time. And if you hug the right or left, you're going to end up hitting a standing puddle and slide. I see some cars slowing down up here. I don't know what's up. So this car is pulled over. I'm just going to take my time. Yep. You see a lot more people with four-ways on. So when you experience, you having this car is completely, yep. So we're about 25 and speed limit 70, but it's a really bad storm. You're welcome. Drive 25 or 30. If you drive any faster, you're going to cause an accident, or you are the accident. That's what some of my students would say. You are the accident. So you do not want to be the accident. You want to prevent accidents. We always want to take care of ourselves. So I can see okay. It's not 100%, but I can see okay. I'm at about 30 miles an hour. If cars want to go faster, they can. I'm not about that life. I'm not putting myself in danger. My younger self would probably pull over to the side. My younger self would probably have worn out windshield wipers and probably tires that are not real good. But I'm good, and I'm just taking my time. Under a bridge for a second. So I'm just trying to look ahead. Visibility is not that good at all. And I know I have a mile to my exit, but if I have to drive an hour, I would just drive at 35 or 40, have my flashers on, and it would add maybe 2 hours to my route, but that's okay. I'm using the edge line to the right to help me. And when I see these cars pulled over, I'm wondering, is there something out there, or have they made a decision? It would be terrible to have a flat tire right now, but if that happens, it does, and you got to change it. Right now, a Jeep is tailgating me. I'm going to be getting off, so trying to hold the wheel really easily. And I'm using these lines to help me. So now you see how these lines, these reference lines really help me. And these signs, these are chevron alignment signs, so they tell you it's a sharp curve. I do not want to go off the road. I see more people putting on their four-ways because you want to see and be seen. Okay. See, they got their zone too, so I'm not the only one out here trying to be intelligent. Am I a little tense? Of course. I'm not going to pretend like, hey, man, I'm chilling out here. No, it's real out here. I'm going real easy. So we're in a storm right now if you just joined. I did some expressway driving. It's really, really hazardous conditions. So this is a really good teachable moment. And I was driving about 35 to 40 in a 70 mile per hour zone on the expressway with the four-ways on, because it's very, very bad out here. And you should only come out if you really have to. And if you have to, I'm showing you what you should do. I'm a state certified driving instructor. I teach teens and adults. So I'm taking you through some of the options. You want to make sure your wipers are in good shape. You want to make sure you got about a half a tank of gas or a full tank. Your battery's charged on your phone. And you just have to have a lot of patience. If I was driving to Chicago or Texas is over 21 hours. You might as well say add another 5, 6, or 7 hours. I'm waiting for this light to change, but I'm going to look very carefully because people will slide through the intersection and hit me, and I don't want that to happen. There's the green. I'm just looking. Going in really easy. Just taking my time. And you can see all this. What questions do you have? If you have questions, ask. I'm definitely safe, both hands on the wheel. Another vehicle I was using earlier, the tires are really bad, so I would not be driving another car. You got to know your car or truck. You got to know what it can handle, the nuances. You see those cars just huddled under the pointing over there by the gas station. Speed limit's 50, I'm at 40. Got my four-ways on because I want to be seen and be safe. Probably 2 inches or 3 inches of water. Definitely easy to hydroplane and slide off the road. I'm just letting the car work. I'm taking my time. I'm not hitting the gas real hard, hitting the brake real hard either. And these truck drivers, you think I do a lot of driving. They're driving bigger vehicles and heavier vehicles. So I'm coming up to the intersection. I'm going to wait for my light. So if you were with me, I would say we're going to wait for the light, for the green arrow. Right? We're going to wait. And we're just going to wait. So that's what I would be doing. I would tell you, wait for our arrow. So there's our green arrow. I look, I check. And I'm looking for that green, that double yellow. So now we're on one of the major roads here, and it's flooded. It's flooded to the right. So I'm driving to the edge of the water. See that? If I drive in deep water, the car will shut off, and I don't want to have a flooded car. I'm at 40, the speed limit's 50. That's the only speed that I feel safe going in. You want to drive safely. And before we started, we were at the gas station, and I made a plan of what I was going to do. And if you feel very nervous, then you need to pull over to the side. No one's going to feel bad for you. No one's going to laugh at you. You're going to be safe. And you call your parents or loved ones and say, listen, there's a storm. I'm gonna chill for a couple of hours and just relax. I'm gonna get us over. I hope this was helpful for you, and I'm just sharing a perspective of driving in adverse conditions. This is very powerful for me, and hope it was mutually beneficial for you guys and ladies. I just want to say thank you for the support, and I really appreciate all of you just watching and listening, so you know what to do. If you're not sure in this type of weather, don't go out. But if you have to, you're going to have to drive at a slower speed and take your time. And I really appreciate you. And, I'll be getting and talking to you tomorrow morning. I want to say thank you, and I appreciate you. Bye.